Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be playing some new games, and over the next few days you're going to be getting a few new videos of games that I've never played before but are part of Steam Next Fest. So Next Fest is a bunch of early access games that are releasing limited time demos over the next few days. I am a few days late, I think I'm 2 days late for the start of the festival, but I've picked 5 games that I'm quite interested in and they're going to be coming out over the next few days. I'm going to be giving them a little bit of a test, and today we're going to be playing Brewmaster, the beer brewing simulator. That is not the reason for the top knot. My hair's gotten long and I've no intention of cutting it, so you know, I am dressed for the part of a hipster beer brewer today. So let's dive in. One thing I've noticed is there's no kind of soundtrack at the moment, but in the small taster of this game, we're going to be able to play through an early season in the game, which includes a story stage, jobs to complete, and of course, beers to brew. It's still in development, so we might get a few issues during our playthrough, which I am kind of looking forward to as I play these games over the next few days. The full version of the game will include everything you see there on the screen, and hopefully a soundtrack. So we're going to dive in with a new game and see where everything kind of takes us. So, first thing, oh, we've got a nice little house here. Christ, I don't need to brew beer, I've already made it. If I had a house like this, I would not... Oh my god. Wow. Okay, so what have we got here? What's in here? Ooh. Oh, it's got its own bar. I'm not brewing any beer, I don't need to. I've made it. Jesus. What we got through here? Brewers Quarterly magazine. And I guess we pick it up with E. Yep, okay. Do you know what the best thing about brewing beer is? People want to drink it. Few folks in the world are more popular than a home brewer. I've sent you a copy of the Brewers Quarterly, a magazine run by the Community Brew Club, including yours truly. Each issue contains a bounty for home brewers, recipes, articles, a catalogue, and last but not least, jobs, which brings me back to your popularity. A brewer's services are always in demand, and jobs are a great way to earn an income whilst increasing your brewing mastery. Why not give one a go? Complete a job. Brewers Quarterly, Spring Edition. Beer-tastic recipes, American Stout, American Pale Ale, British Strong Ale, and Dark Matter and Sensational Citrus are the jobs of today's Brewers Quarterly. So, Dark Matter, batch size small, use dark malt extract, bonus requirement SRM is at least 220, okay. Don't know. SRM and IBU? I'm guessing these are beer terms. So, despite the look, I don't know anything about brewing beer. I do like a good beer and I like a good craft beer. In the northeast of England, we've got some really good like local brewers who are really coming through, and it's kind of had a bit of a boom. I think a lot of people got into home brewing during lockdowns and stuff. So anyway, do we want to make Dark Matter or Sensational Citrus? Now, I like both. I do like a really dark stout, especially one with like vanilla-y extracts in. But I also really like a citrus, like session beer that they call it. So I think we are going to go and do... We're going to do the Dark Matter, I think. So that's the one we're going to track. What do we need? We haven't made it yet, but we're tracking that job. And then next pages, we've got the American Stout Extract, American Pale Ale, British Strong Ale. All recipes, but the Dark Matter one is not there. Right, okay, let's go back to pin a recipe. Open your journal. Where's our journal? Journal. Is that F1? No. J for journal. That's not it either. Escape. T. Oh god, I don't like that. Oh, that just opens up my watch. We've ran into our first, whilst you watch it actively content. That's okay, I know that. It's fine. J for journal. F1. Jobs, brewery, story, recipes. Ah, okay, here we go. American Stout. Here we go. Wow, there's a lot here. There's a lot to take in. So, okay, we need a brew container, a fermentation container, a conditioning container. We need black patent, cluster of hops, Ruggles green hops, SoCal ale, yeast, dark malt extract, and some corn sugar. Okay, right, we're going to pin that recipe. There we go. Back to our job. We got our job there. Brewery, story, our first job. Okay, thank you very much, Jeff. Equipment and ingredients can be found in the storage cupboard and fridge freezer in the brewing room. Okay, storage cupboard. Ingredients cupboard. Equipment cupboard. Open the equipment cupboard. So, we don't own any mash tuns. We have a brew container, a stainless steel pot. We've got a fermentation container, plastic barrels, tubes, nothing else. Right, okay. So what do we need? We have to get a brew container. We've got our stainless steel pot. We're going to grab that. And I'll just grab everything, I guess. We've got space on our inventory bar there. So that's all been retrieved. Right, let's go back. So where do we put our brew container? In the sink. Number 1. Clean it. We'll clean it. There we go. It's nice and clean. Put that in. I don't want stuff in my can I oh wait, that's a stainless steel pot. Don't want that. Have I duplicated it? No, I haven't. Okay. Fermentation container, plastic barrel. Stainless steel pot. Add 21 litres of water to brew container and heat to 65. Containers can be found in the equipment cupboard. Yeah, I've got that. So do I put that on the hob? Then can I open it? Can I place inside? Yeah, I want to take the lid off, please. How do I take the lid off? Oh, V, remove lid. There we go. I'm going to pick that up now. Pick that up, put that in here. I don't want that item. Open and close tap. There we go, now we're filling up. Right, let's go to our watch and speed up time until this fills up. Ooh. We put too much in. We'll close that. Right, we've got to pour some of this out. I think that'll do. Right, okay. Now we put this on here. And then we stow that item, set the temperature. We want the temperature to 65 degrees. How do I know when I've got it to 65 degrees is the thing. Show X-ray. Ah, okay, right. There we go. Right, okay, now we got the temperature. Okay, yeah, we're getting the hang of it. Right, let's get the malt extract from the fridge freezer anyway. It's dark malt that we want, so we'll grab that. We'll just retrieve the lot. I guess we can work out. Now, add that to the brew container. We need to put 3 kilos in there. Look at that. Malty. Malty, malty, malty. And another one going in. This seems like a lot of ingredients for a small batch. I mean, I suppose it's quite interesting. You kind of learn about the whole beer making process. I did buy my dad a beer making kit one time and it did not work out too well, I don't think. I think it was a little bit, ugh. Right, okay. What if I go P? Oh, right, okay, that does tick them off. Right, next up, steepable grain from the ingredients cupboard. We need how many? 800 grams of steepable grain. And it's, where's our recipe? Black patent steepable. There we go. I'm going to retrieve 800 grams. Cool, and then that goes in to the brew container. Hold water at around 65 degrees for 1 hour. Oh, we need to just increase the temperature a little bit there. I'm gonna say that's been an hour. It's a little bit more than an hour. Remove steepable grain from the brew container. Done. Heat wort until boiling. Wort is the sugary liquid created by adding malt extract to water. Man, this is there's a lot to think about. Like, woof. Lots going on in this video. And we are boiling off liquid actually, so I lost track of time. I don't know if that's been 50 minutes. I'm just gonna let it go in for a little bit longer. There we go. Right, now we'll remove this. Oh, I need to leave them in. Get in. Oops. And we are cooled to 20 degrees. Fermentation container, I think that was number 1. We'll put that there. Then we stow this item. That's now cooled. Pour the wort into the fermentation container. Oh, the lid. As always, the bloody lid. How do we know how much is in there? It doesn't say what's in the bag. Oh, 150 mils. Oh, it's 150 grams. Okay, right, okay, that's fine. We can just pull the whole packet goes in. How exciting. We've made some beer. Well, I hope we have anyway. This could be an absolute disaster. We've made burned beer that is disgustingly bad. Right, we need corn sugar from the ingredients cupboard. How much corn sugar did we need? 200 grams. Pour into, we've got 500 grams there, so we need to be careful not to over sweeten this. Oops, too much sugar. That's going to be a sweet brew. Never mind. We'll put the lid back on. That's not how it works, you fool. You can't connect it from there to there. Wait. Oh. Oh, we're doing it. Yay. Right, let's have time speed up a lot. We're not going to get much beer out of this, I don't think. We'll pick that up and we'll put it on the floor. And we'll connect our tube into there. Open the tap. There we go. Now it's going. Okay. Yeah, you kind of, once you kind of get a little bit of a hang of it, it's not too bad a game. It's pretty fun. There's a lot to think about, and I guess if you are a bit of an aficionado for this sort of thing and want to brew your own beer and make a beer brewing empire or whatever, it's interesting. Like I know a few people who brew their own beer and put a lot of time and effort into it. It's a very laborious process, especially if you're making these sort of small batch homebrew kits and things like that. So it is interesting. Right, okay, we've done that. Now we need to bring the conditioning container to the taps in the tasting room. Okay, here we go. I've got 16 litres of beer for all of this hard work. Oh no. The beer has failed conditioning test. Adding water to the conditioning container can solve this. And then I'm gonna pick this up. I'm gonna put this. This surely is not the way to do it. Oh dear. Now fill. Oh, I've overflowed it. It's now just watered down beer. We're tasting our beer. Has the game crashed? I think the game's crashed. You'll never know what this beer tasted like. Probably for the best. Oh, oh no, we've got... That is not what it looks like. Oh, it's very dark. The carbonation is not good. It's extremely hazy. Okay, so it's a dark, dark beer. It's almost the same color as what is recommended by the pinned recipe, but the carbonation is awful. That's probably because maybe the yeast wasn't in long enough, but it's more likely the fact that I dumped 7 liters of water into it right at the end, so it's pretty flat. It's a flat, dark beer. It's malty and sweet. Almost at the pinned recipe again. We did pretty well on that. Crisp, clean, dark and roasted, malty and sweet. That's what you want. Flavor notes and aroma, chocolate, coffee, charcoal, bready. That's a pretty good beer. I would drink this. I'm actually very surprised given the fact that I watered it down. Right, okay, where are we at? Low, high, ABV. It's a pretty strong beer, 6.9%, which probably you do normally get. It's a bit stronger than the pinned recipe. Quite a lot of, probably because I put a little bit too much sugar in. Bitterness. It's not very bitter. Could be a little bit more bitter. Probably because, again, hops I may not have left in long enough. Heavy body. Contamination, amount of off flavors. Yeah. So maybe I didn't boil the water long enough, but also the fact that, again, we watered it down. Gravity of liquid is the measure of its density versus pure water. Yeah, so it did lose a little bit of gravity there. I like that it teaches you terminology and stuff. That's pretty interesting. Body or mouthfeel is the texture and thickness of a beer, ranging from a very thin to a very heavy. Body is affected by protein, carbonation, dissolved ingredients, and sugars, so it's heavy-bodied, which again, you get that from kind of dark ales. American Stout, 72%, so we did very well. We didn't get the colour right, we didn't get the carbonation right, and we didn't get the body right. Everything else was pretty good. It's hoppy and bitter, dark roasted, original gravity's in around, and the final gravity's not too bad either. The alcohol volume's well within range, almost a little bit too strong. Bitterness is a nice balance. Roasted malts, hop origin is the US, so it really fits the American Stout. New England IPA it almost gets to as well. American IPA, American Porter, it's not close at all, and Old Ale nowhere near. So we did pretty well. What are we going to call it? We'll call it... What can we call it? I need a beer name. I wasn't expecting to get thrown off by this. We'll call it we'll call it Fight Milk. I don't, Always Sunny reference. Why not? Let's go for Fight Milk. It's an American stout. We've got to say that it's. Should I package it like a different one? Does this change? No, it doesn't. Oh, right, okay, that's just how it appears on there, is it? Can I change the colour at all? No, no, no. Oh, yeah, we can. Ah, right, okay, there's some stuff that we can change here, but not. I'm going to leave that as it is. We're going to package that beer. We're going to send our Fight Milk off. Maybe I should have had, like, a Always Sunny Star. I should have got the Fight Milk. So we've done it. The batch size is small. We used the correct ingredient, and our SRM was at least 20. We can also take on another job, but I'm quite happy with it. It was a fun game, actually. Not bad for my first, and we get some mastery levels and some rewards. And that's the demo complete. Okay, I really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. A very good game, and quite surprised at how much I enjoyed it. My top knot thanks you for watching, and I hope to join you all for a beer when this game finally releases, because I may well pick it up. Again, Steam Next Fest, everything's in early access and everything is either completely unfinished or still needs fleshing out, but it's really great that some of these indie developers are allowing us to play their games in the phases and stages that they're currently in. I've had a lot of fun with this one for my first day. I've got another 4 videos coming out on various different games that have taken my fancy during this time. They'll be coming out daily, so I hope you enjoy them, and I'll catch you for the next lot of them when they finally come out. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.